Warning. Broken simulation. Broken simulation. With Sam Tripoli.
And welcome to the... Oh, I love that wide shot. Look at that, dude. Welcome to the inaugural episode of Broken Simulation. It's a Sam Tripoli, Johnny Woodard.
What's up, dude? Hey, how's it going, man?
It is a Sam Tripoli, Johnny Woodard joint. And this is our new show. We're going to try to do it once a week. And it's basically getting away from conspiracies and even sports. I mean, we might touch on them a little bit, but it's meant just to be a fun, stupid show. Nothing too serious. Just a fun YouTube show. Johnny and I have been wanting to do a show for a while. That was a big reason why we got the new studio. And so it begins. I think it's going to be great. We're going to take, and you know what else we're going to do? Once this thing gets a little traction, you'll send us your videos. We'll answer your questions. Well, this is going to be a fully interactive show. We're going to have an email where you could send all the crazy stories you've seen, email to us, and we'll talk about it. Fully interactive. Basically, we're going to go like we think we live in this. Johnny, what's your thoughts on what we live in?
I agree. I think we live in a simulation. Yeah.
I think it's simulation.
The evidence is mounting.
The evidence is mounting, and the evidence is mounting that it is broken. Either somebody...
Yeah, we've got some killer evidence right now that we're going to share.
It's like whoever's running the simulation was also working at the jail where Epstein was killed, right? It's like Did you
ever watch that movie Unstoppable where they let that train get away? Those fat guys, the train just escapes from them and it becomes a runaway train. Those are the guys running the simulation.
Was that Denzel Washington movie?
Yeah,
Can I tell you something?
T.J. Miller was one of the guys.
I like that movie.
It's a great movie. Yeah.
Do you have a cult movie that you just love?
Yeah, a few. I wouldn't say it's a cult movie, but do you remember that movie High Fidelity with John Cusack?
Yeah.
And Jack Black? I love that movie. I watch it.
That was a big movie that had all the grunge rock soundtrack. The soundtrack was really big.
Great soundtrack.
When was the last time a movie had a great soundtrack? 8 Mile?
You mean like original songs?
Yeah, where you're like, oh, dude, 8 Mile, that movie got sold based on that song. You get one chance.
Yeah.
And that's how every time I would sing that before I'm about to go on stage.
Really?
I just battle rap this crowd.
What did you think of Eminem's acting?
He played himself. I think he should, which isn't easy, to be honest with you.
I mean, that's
People
what...
just be yourself. You're like, what is that?
That's what being a good comedian is, right? Finally learning to be yourself on stage.
That takes time to stop trying to, and I've been doing a lot of comedy lately, dude. And I just did an hour in Phoenix. Had a lot of family there, and I've come to the conclusion that there's a lot of gay shit in my act right now. And I'm like, why is there so much gay shit in my act?
Do you know why?
I've kind of thought about it. So I'm working on my I believe it's my 6th hour now. I've talked about all the shit that I've done 1,000 times. Banged everything I can as much as I can. And I came to the conclusion the other day that the only shit left that's original, the only punk rock shit left now is gay sex, I think. Right? It's like nobody's talking about it.
It's all the shit that you were maybe too embarrassed to talk about.
No, okay, now you're getting weird on that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that it's just the weird shit. Not me doing gay sex.
Did you say your family came to a show? Is that what you said?
Oh, yeah.
What did they think of that?
So I have a cousin, Lisa, who I love.
Yeah.
And
I think we all have a cousin, Lisa, by the way. I have one, too.
I love her. She's wonderful. We're very similar in our personalities. But she interviews family members like she's Jerry Springer. Like she's trying
to start shit
to get people to fucking go at it with each other.
Yeah.
Like she grilled me when I came over, but she's like, I'm like, yeah, thanks for coming. Yeah, I know I get a little weird on stage. She's like, we did not know that about you. I'm like, dude, I'm out of shit to talk about. And to make it even worse now, dude, is that all these young, like I feel like my job here is done. Do you know what I'm saying? Like everybody's dirty now. I feel like the Naughty Show, along with obviously people like Dave Attell and all these people that were like Rogan, Attell, Joey Diaz. There were some great dirty comics out there, but they were like there was they were shunned, except for, there was a lot of people like, oh, dude, they're too dirty for this, they're too dirty for that, But now it's everywhere. Yeah, so that's my act. So
You got Brody behind you over your head there.
I love it. Where is he? Right
He's
there.
like right there.
Yeah, we're gonna light this whole thing up, dude. That could not look cooler on camera. That could not look cooler.
We're working on it.
No, it's cool.
That we
What are we working
nearly killed ourselves putting that TV up. Remember how hard that was?
That television was about 2 tons.
Yeah, it was the heaviest fucking television.
What is in there?
I think it's just like computer components and rocks are in there. It's just
It's
like
so weird?
bricks.
Like televisions are like chicks, okay?
Yeah.
When they're lively, they're like very, very, very like thin, and they're not too heavy. But man, when a chick is passed out and you're like trying to help her, dude,
trying to help her. Yeah, okay.
you're like, get her in her house so nobody
get her in the
does
house.
anything.
Yeah,
Right? Come on, Johnny.
Get her in the back
I'm
of the car.
a man. I'm a nice guy.
Okay.
That's it. I'm not into that.
Okay.
I'm not into taking anything. I'm more into persuading this chick to give me some. That to me is way more fun than anything else. Like actually
I know what you mean. Yeah.
selling this chick a used car. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh no, it's got a lot of miles on it. That's not perfect. But trust me, you want to buy this baby.
It'll get you where you're going.
And every time you ever hook up with a chick, you're like, I can't believe you fell for this shit.
That's pretty much any time I've ever hooked up with a woman. Yeah.
It's unbelievable. Thank God.
Yeah. We're
Thank
not.
God.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Man, I wonder if gay guys feel the same way. I think
What?
about that. If they feel like they're getting one over on the other guy also.
No, dude, there's no defense. Everyone's just go. They don't even know each other's names.
It's hockey without a goalie, isn't that what you say?
it's
Something like that.
What was that game? It was like the Atlanta Hawks versus the Denver Nuggets, and it was like 184 to 182. No defense, just balls and holes.
It's like an all-star game.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like an NBA all-star game.
But Joe Rogan's got a great bit. I don't want to get too much into it because I don't want to give it away, but it's about women sleeping around. And this isn't part of his joke, but like for me, dude, it's like women have hit a lot more than they tell us.
What do you mean? Have more sex than they talk about?
Way more.
Okay. Yeah.
Way more.
I believe that.
I say whatever number the chick tells you,
Okay.
okay, times it by 10 and add a 0. And add a 0.
Wait, isn't it timesing it by 10, just adding a 0? Isn't it the same thing anyway?
Well, add another 0.
Okay.
Add another 0 to the list. Because I really do believe that, like, I mean, I've been told by chicks they hook up with three dudes in a day.
In a day.
Yeah, a day.
That's I don't know. If you're a woman, you can go whenever you want. That's the thing about being a woman, right?
If I hear another chick on, I can't. I haven't been laid in forever. Yeah, because you don't want to be.
That's right. Yeah, you're a little too choosy.
That's like a billionaire going, I just wish I could get a new car. Go buy a new car. Okay, so let's get into some stories. I just want to see if I can riff forever.
So you ready for this? I saw this story and immediately thought of you. I'm just gonna give you the headline. You ready for the headline?
Yeah.
Okay. Pornhub sued. This is from TMZ. Pornhub sued. You make it hard for deaf to enjoy. Now, what do you think that story is? What do you
That's
think
about the deaf probably can't hear what the dialogue in the pornography, so they want to know what they're saying.
You're almost exactly right. Yeah.
Yeah, because we can't have nice things without lawyers ruining everything. So now I'm not going to be able to watch porn without captions on the bottom of everything.
Here's the exact wording of the TMZ story. Yaroslav Suris is suing the popular porn site, claiming it's denied the deaf and hearing impaired access to its videos that others can easily enjoy. So it's because they don't have closed captioning, and that violates their rights under the Americans with Disabilities Act. What do you think?
Oh, yeah, I'm sure when the forefathers came up with the Bill of Rights, they're like, but what about the deaf and the EO pornography, right? It's just like unbelievable. Who's listening? Dude, by the way, I don't listen to porn. I have to turn it down because my girlfriend's in the other room, and I want her to know I'm whacking out the porn.
Oh, that's sad.
Right? What?
That's sad that
What do
you
you
have
mean
to.
that's sad?
That you have to like hide your porn. I mean, that's depressing, dude.
Johnny, when
I'm
was the
sorry
last
for
time you lived with a woman, honestly? Honestly.
College.
College.
Yeah.
Now, how long ago?
Shit, I don't even remember.
10?
You don't want me to do math. No, not quite 10 years, but yeah.
8? Yeah.
It's been years, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, this story. Well, you mentioned the founding fathers. How much do you think online pornography would blow their minds, like Thomas Jefferson? Or
Well, it
something?
depends. Well, Thomas Jefferson would get off because he loved interracial
He was
stuff.
a freak, yeah.
So you'd make him watch that shit, and first he'd just explode, and then he'd be like, well, "What is this devil's magic?" Right? And then he'd get upset, and until he'd leave, and then he'd log back on the pornography, Pornhub, right? He'd totally log back on.
Yeah. He would have you hanged probably, and then
You know,
keep
dude,
the
it's just
laptop.
interesting, dude. Is it making society worse?
Pornography.
Yeah. Is it?
I mean, I don't know. You're sounding like Tipper Gore now. I mean,
I don't think it is, but everything studies show porn, weird, blah. Like, dude, people think like all this weird shit. Dude, listen, man, it's Brett Eckerson's bit, but he's so funny when he says it. He's like, dude, ass eating is like cops shootings, okay? They've been happening forever. They just started filming it. The point is that, dude, I mean, people been doing weird shit forever. It's not like porn made people do more weird shit. Right?
that's right. Yeah.
You don't, dude, there's supposedly a video of JFK and RFK like running a train together, tag teaming Marilyn
I do
Manson.
think the elites are a little bit different, though. I think the elites through the ages have always been getting into the freaky shit.
Yeah.
But I think you do hear this thing now that younger people are trying to do all this shit they see in porn, like on first dates and stuff like that, you know,
Oh,
and
yeah,
it's really
yeah,
ruining
yeah,
like
yeah.
relationships.
Yeah.
Like, you know, they're trying to pretzel up chicks and put their ankles behind their ears and just pound away. And I mean, they say that that's kind of ruining relationships now.
So did you? So you didn't come till after the Naughty Show, right?
Yeah, I missed it. I missed the whole fucking thing. It's
Okay, so
a
the
great
Naughty
regret.
Show was, this awesome. It was meant to be an adult comedy show, and the reason, so I got asked to do a Vivid Video comedy show, and I showed up, and they're like, "Dude, you gotta get here. Or you're gonna have to follow Bert Kreischer." And I was like, "Oh, well, you know, I'll get there as soon as I can." I got there. Bert's up. They're like, "You gotta go up." I'm like, "I'm sorry." I'm like, "Okay, I'll go up." I mean, I've been following Dice and Joe Rogan and all these guys forever. You know, I'll do my best. I went up there and I just annihilated, right? And I'm like, "Oh, this is my crowd, right?" And then these guys ran it for a while, and then they decided they didn't want to do it anymore. So after a couple months, I'm like, you know what? I really want to get that crowd back. So I started doing the Naughty Show.
Yeah.
And so we did the Naughty Show, and like you missed out on, I mean, as great as Comedy Chaos is, the Naughty Show was the greatest night. It was just party and chaos, and I was, you know.
No, I it's one of my big regrets is that you guys aren't doing that anymore.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, it had its time. I enjoyed doing it.
Yeah, and it could have another time as far as I'm concerned.
All right, Johnny. Johnny, I always get up by all the old PR people of the porn stars about having them on the show.
Yeah.
But it's like I have no show to have them on.
What do you mean, tinfoil hat?
No, nobody wants porn stars talking conspiracies.
We did have Tokyo Cunt Punch on that.
That's true. That is true.
She was entertaining.
She is entertaining. Yeah. So, anyways, it got really big because for some reason we were able to get like the Mount Rushmore of adult film stars in the show.
What do you say for some reason? Like you were surprised that you were able to get those?
Yeah.
two? Okay.
Because to me at that time, they were like A-list celebrities. Do you know what I'm saying?
I know exactly.
Like
what
when you're young,
saying.
you're like,
Yeah.
oh, what do you mean Belladonna wants to do this?
Tara Patrick. I mean, holy shit.
Someone's like, Brad Pitt wants to do tinfoil hat. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
At that time, literally it was the equivalent. And so Tara Patrick, then Belladonna, then Jenna Hayes did it, and then all the porn stars in the industry thought they had to do this show to blow it up.
Yeah, because you're gonna go to them and say, well, Tara Patrick did it, and they're gonna be like, well,
and then all their agents wanted to do it.
exactly. Yeah.
Right. But, you know, to make the show happen, there was a bunch of people who worked really hard on it. Mm-hmm. And they were good people. And we had a crew. One was Conspiracy. The other one's obviously Jason Tebow was a part of it. And then this guy, C. Hang, yeah. He's Hmong. You ever hear of Hmongs?
I have
there's
no
this-
idea what you're talking about.
He was a Hmong. That's a type of Asian.
Okay.
The Hmongs.
I like that word.
Look up Hmongs.
Okay.
Hmongs.
Hmongs. All right.
They were monks. There are monks. There are
I'm not
humanoid.
doubting you.
There are humans named monks. Right? They're monks. And dude, they're like this weird kind of like I don't know how to describe.
It's spelled HMOG.
Yeah. Well, of course, it's Asian.
HMONG.
They'll throw any weird letter in there just to throw you off. There's like 40 of them.
The Hmongs.
No, the H is silent, dog.
This is America. It's Hmongs.
No.
They are a subgroup of the Meow people.
Asians
the
will
Meow
throw a
people.
fucking H in there, a fucking, I don't know, an asterisk. They don't give a shit.
And they live mainly in southern China, Vietnam, and Laos.
Yeah.
They have been members of the Unrepresented Nations and Peoples Organization since 2007. What is that? The Unrepresented Nations and
Yeah,
Peoples
but
Organization.
once you get into that, aren't you represented?
That's an excellent point. Yeah,
Right?
it's like wanting to be a part, not being. It's like that old Groucho Marx joke about not wanting to be a
Yeah.
part of any club that would have you as a member.
How many people here are in the unrepresented group?
Good. Now you're done. You're out.
Yeah.
Or the Bill Hicks joke about being a group of people who hate people.
Yeah. So
What is? I gotta find out. Hold on.
What is
It's
this
an international?
unrepresent-
It's an international membership organization established to facilitate the voices of unrepresented and marginalized nations and peoples worldwide. It sounds like bullshit to me.
yeah, it just sounds like someone's collecting dues.
That's exactly what it sounds like. Yeah, it's like a bunch of people, and then they meet like once
Guys,
a
send your
year.
dues in.
They
Send your
meet like
dues in.
once a year at a Hilton in some random European city, and everybody gets to leave their shitty hometown for
What do
a
you
week.
think the chick action's like at the unrepresented nations? Right? Right? There's no tens. Do you think we get up to sixes?
Maybe, yeah, because you got to be a nerd to want to be in that club anyway. So it's not going to be any hot chicks. You're right. Yeah, I don't know. That's a
But
tough.
okay, back to the
Yeah.
Hmongs that you call hungs.
The Hmongs.
The Hmongs. The Hmongs. There was a guy named C. He was Hmong. He's in our group, and he was a virgin. And he was like, I think 26.
His name is C.
C. Hang.
C. Hang.
Yeah, put it in. We'll look up C. Hang. He's a good friend of mine. I love C. Hang.
Just the letter C.
S-E-E Hang. That is C. Hang.
He draws and suffers. Is his Twitter
C.
profile.
Hang's a great guy. He's a great guy. He's a great drawer. He's very funny. Apparently, he is suicidal recently, but now he's doing well. You know?
He's got a lot of anime stuff.
Yeah. Oh, dude, he's an Asian guy. That's all they got. That's all they got. C. Hang.
He's got some anime dolls, lesbians. It looks like
Yeah. I mean, the anime is such a weird thing, dude.
it weirds me out.
It's
man.
like a loophole for kiddie porn, right? It's like, right? It's like, it's not kiddie porn, but it's weird, right?
the eyes. Those big eyes. They freak me out.
Yeah, they all want round eye. But listen, so
They do. They have surgery for that shit.
yeah,
You know,
it's
you look at your. You know how your eye has like a fold right here.
yeah,
Asians, a lot of Asians don't have that, and they have a popular surgery over there. Is this surgery to add this fold to your eyelid, so you can look more like a white person?
imagine giving a shit about that.
Yeah, it's interesting, huh?
Well, you know, it's like
And-
Michael Jackson had a lot of plastic surgery because
Oh.
he could never leave the house.
Did he? Yeah.
What?
Did he have a lot of plastic surgery? Yeah, a lot.
Yeah.
Like the most plastic surgery.
Well, you said it like there was a conspiracy that he never really had conspiracy. Like he never really had any like.
No, it was
plastic.
more like,
did he really?
no, it was more like, yeah, obviously. He had a lot
Yeah,
of
I
plastic.
mean, dude. So he's sliced and diced, you know, because he was always at home looking in the mirror all the time because he couldn't leave his house. Like that's too much fame.
That's interesting. So you think the mirror just drove him crazy?
Yeah, you just look at, you're like, oh, dude, if I just nip this a little bit, I'll look great. And then you nip that, and now the other side's a little weird. So now you're just like cheese grating down parts of your face
Yeah.
because everything gets out of place.
It's like sharpening a pencil, but the problem is there's only so much pencil. And once you get to the nub,
His nose was falling
your
off.
nose is falling off. Yeah. He got to the
That
nub.
dude was tortured, man. I mean, one of the
Yeah.
greatest artists ever.
I don't love his music actually. I know we've talked about that. I just never got
Are
into
you a
it.
Prince guy over him?
Not really. No, I don't like. I mean, Prince, I would take over him for sure because Prince played guitar. But no, I'm not a.
Because there was this whole thing like Prince is for the real G's. You
No,
know?
I don't
Like
think
he
that,
did all
no.
the real work, wrote all the shit, and Michael Jackson was kind of like shady as shit.
No, also I thought that shit he did with Paul McCartney. Where have you ever heard that story about how he called Paul McCartney?
That's
it was
the
like,
thing that upsets you about Michael
He's
Jackson.
like, well, yeah, but I mean,
That's a distant-
the music. With respect to his music,
Yeah,
that's the thing
yeah,
that upsets me.
yeah.
I mean,
But
the fact that he raped kids.
But dude, the not getting too much tinfoil hat, but the Beatles are shady. First of all,
they're not.
can you believe they jacked swag from the Beach Boys? Right?
Yeah,
Like,
well,
isn't
the
that
Beach
weird?
Boys did it to them too.
Yeah.
The Beach Boys did it to them too. They admitted it.
What?
They both did it to each other. I mean, they would hear the album and then try to rip it off. That Brian Wilson admitted it too when he heard Sgt. Pepper, and that was what inspired.
What
his
came
next
out
album.
first, Sgt. Pepper or the White Album?
Well,
Like, I
think
thought the White Album was
I
the
think
one
it
they
was,
stole.
I think it was Pet Sounds and Sgt. Pepper were the two that were kind of competing with each other, inspired.
No, but dude, I didn't see that he admitted because I thought that's what drove Brian Wilson crazy. Was
No, he loved the Beatles, dude. He loves the Beatles. He still does.
that they jacked his swag and got all the credit and he got nothing?
No, what, the Beach Boys got nothing. What do you? He
Dude.
lost his mind. That's why he got nothing, because he went nuts. He went out too far on the deep end, man. Let's get to. You want to get some more stories?
Yeah.
How old are you, Sam?
Let's do that story.
How old are you?
I'm 47.
Interesting,
Really?
because Fox is reporting that you're likely to be most miserable at age 47. A study suggests.
Can I be honest with you? I am farthest from that.
Okay.
I've never been more happy with everything in my life.
All right. Well, the dreaded midlife crisis may be a response to life's peak of misery, according to a study published Monday in the National Bureau of Economic Research. David Blanchflower, Dartmouth College professor and former Bank of England policymaker, there you go, Bank of England,
Yeah.
looked
Shady
at
mother.
he looked at trends in 132 countries to examine the relationship between well-being and age, and he determined the peak of life's misery arrives at the median age of 47.2.
Well, I'm going to tell you that what's very interesting is that 47 is when you're like, oh man, I'm closer to, I'm getting so close to 50. Like that's when it really starts to set in at 47. You're like, oh man, I'm almost 50. And 50 is, no matter how young you act, you're officially old.
Yeah.
No matter how young you are,
Yeah.
you are officially,
That's when Howard Stern started giving up
yeah,
at 50.
yeah.
It is. It really is.
I get it, dude. But there's also something like I think you only regret getting old if you haven't done all the things you wanted to do. And like if you just like went into your career, got a family, and there's nothing wrong with that. But you start regretting like the years have gone by if you didn't go and do stuff you wanted to do. I was just sharing at a 12-step program about how like I've been living a college student's life since 18.
Yeah.
like-
Well, what do you? How was it ever a question for you to go out and pursue comedy? Like, did you?
No,
Or
from
did
the
you ever have
moment
doubt?
I wanted to be.
Really? Okay.
Dude, I say this all the time and people think I'm lying. From the moment I knew I existed in the world, I wanted to be a comedian even before I knew there was a name for it. I wanted to be a comic. There's not a time that I didn't remember not wanting to be a comic. The only other thing I ever wanted to do was be the first white point guard for Georgetown. That's all I ever wanted. Ask my friend Tony Dorado.
When did you give up on that one?
When I got cut from my 8th grade basketball team, which I should have made. I'm not going to be disrespectful to the guy that made it, even though his dad was drinking buddies with the fucking
You were
the
a Georgetown
head coach.
fan. You were a Georgetown
Oh,
fan.
dude.
David Thompson still here?
Yeah, David Thompson was there. Patrick Ewing is why I love basketball. I love basketball because of Patrick Ewing's sweaty ass, okay? I mean, that guy, rainforest fucking every time he played.
Yeah.
Right? But let me just say this. I always loved the bad guys. Always. Like anybody that looked like they played the Star Wars Darth Vader, ball.
Yeah.
That's what I loved. Georgetown Hoya Paranoia, and dude, the Oakland Raiders. They were the LA Raiders then. I loved them, dude, because they were the bad guys. I always loved the bad guys. It's actually affected my stand-up. It took me a very long time to realize I shouldn't go up there and try to piss people off. I enjoy that. It makes me laugh. Just saying stuff to get reactions out of people. You know? I mean, look at these glasses. They piss people off. These glasses make people angry. They get angry.
So are you like Ari, where you consider yourself a troll?
No. I'm chaos. I love chaos. Like people always like, oh, do you think the earth is flat? I don't know, but I hope it is just for the chaos.
You're comfortable in that, in chaos.
Love it, okay. Dude. I used to love to go on stage, man, and just bury myself and then crawl myself out.
That's so unusual. That's so weird, man. Because it's.
Why do you think I'm where I am and the guy I used to co-headline with is just sold out the Forum? You know what I'm saying?
Well, I would. That's almost like a superpower, though. Not being miserable in that situation where you're in trouble. Like that's why many people quit, is because of how miserable that feeling is of not doing well.
The Comedy Store just taught me just when they go hard, go harder. You know, I've had this saying for a long time in comedy. My will to kill is stronger than their will not to laugh.
But what if you don't get out of it? Then are you miserable after? Like if you have a whole set
let's
where
say I got a 15-minute set, right? And I'm about 5 minutes in and they ain't enjoying anything. I will fly the plane into the building.
Yeah, you start doing crowd work and hammering on people and stuff. Yeah. But what I'm saying is if you have an entire set where you go to crowd work and it just doesn't work, then are you miserable after that?
Well, I mean, I'm angry.
But what I'm saying, like bombing can get a lot of comedians really low, like sad.
All right, dude, I can try to act like a tough guy and say, I don't mind bombing. I really hate bombing. Yeah. But I don't mind mucking. I don't mind rattling the cage. Okay. Right? Yeah. And then ending on a big dismount that everyone's okay. But, you know, I'm not for everybody. I'm just for the people that I'm for. And that's who I go hard. I don't do it for the people that are there for the fucking patty cakes, man.
Which is why tinfoil hat's been good for you, right? Because you are getting more of your people.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and it's like Eddie Bravo says, like, dude, the truth only gets bigger, only expands. It doesn't go back. They're trying their hardest to control, and they can't. The only way I think they might be able to control it is if they completely slow down the internet. That's it. Enough so it's not noticeable, but irritating enough that people are like, the internet just is so slow now. I just watch television. That's the only way.
I see what you're saying. Yeah. Yeah, television is kind of the last.
It's not, dude, it's a haunted house, man. CNN, have you been watching what CNN's saying lately? I mean, like, how do you...
MSNBC, too, man. It's...
Fox News, dude, Hannity wore a CIA pin. Like, what are we doing here?
It's almost, I mean, there's no shame anymore. Remember there used to be a shame if you were biased as a journalist? You would try to appear at least non-biased.
Those people now are independent journalists. Yeah. Doing their own thing.
Blogs and stuff.
Yeah, they're the real deal. That's where independent journalism is. But, dude, you know, when Trump, and I know we weren't going to talk conspiracies, but when Trump hit Iran, assassinated that guy, Fox News, the old Fox News came out. Because, they've been on the right.
Oh, yeah, they totally did.
Oh, they couldn't. They've been faking. They're like, okay, man, we're on the right side of this right now. Yeah. We're on Trump's side. Trump got fucked by the FISA, the Russian collusion, Ukraine. It's all bullshit. We're finally on the right one. And then this strike hit, and just the old crazy Fox News that we all missed. And by miss, I mean hate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course.
Right?
Yeah, the George Bush Fox.
Yeah, the came out of nowhere, right? Yeah. All right, next one. Oh, this is best.
This is Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes' girlfriend at their last game. And the tweet is from something called ESPN Drunk, and it says, Patrick Mahomes' girlfriend doesn't seem annoying at all.
I just want to tune in and say all those people that doubted us and hated
Okay. So when I first saw this, I had a bunch of reactions to it. You know,
Okay.
first of all, I was like, you didn't win nothing.
Yeah.
What'd you win? You didn't pass the ball. You didn't take hits. You didn't have to get shot up with painkillers. And then I realized I do the same thing when the Clippers win. I'm like, we won. We fucking did it. We did it. We won. We won. And like, I didn't do shit. I didn't pass the ball.
Yeah.
I didn't set a pick. You know, when the Clippers got Kawhi Leonard, I was like laying into everybody. Yeah, you didn't believe we could get him? You didn't believe we could get him?
You
right?
spent a good solid week just blasting people.
Yeah, I did, man. So like when I first saw her do that, I was like, oh, you didn't do nothing. But then I realized that's what sports is.
Yeah. Well, and also she's a little bit closer than you are to the Clippers, to be fair.
How do you know?
Well, have you been draining fucking Patrick Beverly's ball sack?
No, I have not. Don't even start that rumor. But
It wouldn't be Patrick Beverly.
no.
It'd be Lou Williams, obviously.
No. I'm telling you,
Who
dude.
would it be? Yeah, let's think about it. Who would you fuck
I
on
mean,
the
like,
Clippers?
my man crush on Blake Griffin's gone.
Yeah, he's gone. It'd be Kawhi.
I love
It'd
him,
be
dude.
Kawhi, obviously.
He just didn't return my phone calls.
I don't think you
I'm
could.
a little upset about
I don't
that.
think you could pull Kawhi.
No.
Yeah, you couldn't get him.
And I don't know if I'd want Kawhi. Those shoulders are too big, dude. Right? I think Jeremy Lin is what I'm looking for.
You need your asshole for other
yeah,
stuff.
no, dude. I'm power topping anybody. all
Shit,
right?
Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, that's why I'm not taking Kawhi
Okay.
Leonard.
Okay.
All right. Anyways, so this chick, right? She's
Yeah.
screaming and shouting. I get weird with like the women of pro athletes because they as soon as they're done playing, they fucking leave and take half. It's like statistically, like half these guys get divorced within 2 years of the NFL being done.
Yeah.
You know? And it just drives me nuts when like Michael Jordan divorced his wife. She got half of all that.
That's insane. Yeah.
All of it.
Gotta
Like,
get
dude,
a prenup, man. Prenup.
Go to Russell Wilson's first wife. Not the hot chick he's dating right now, but the first wife that looks like a Velociraptor.
Hold on.
Right down there. It's where he's on the phone, where he gets drafted. It's in the red shirt. Third row down. Yeah. Look at that,
hold
dude.
on.
Dude, that alone was like when you
Hold
saw
on.
that shark coming for your dick, you're done. Oh my god.
Wow.
Dude, I mean, like, hey, we all take stupid pictures, but someone isolated a video.
That's brutal.
And I feel for her, dude. That, like, we all have weird pictures like that. You ever seen the picture where Beyonce was trying to get removed from the internet?
Oh, where she's like
She's,
dancing.
like,
Yeah.
twisting. That's the best.
That's such a bad
picture
photo.
ever, dude.
That's such a bad photo.
Dude, that's like cerebral palsy Beyonce, right?
Look at that face,
Oh my
man.
god, that's what I'm saying. You're like, dude, she would win America's Got Talent.
She's jacked, huh?
Dude, if cerebral palsy Beyonce went on America's Got Talent, she would sweep that shit.
Because she had cerebral
go ahead.
palsy or because she's so talented?
Well, dude, a cerebral palsy person always gets it.
Yeah.
Dude, a handicap, dude.
She's jacked, though. She's ripped up, man. She's shredded. Look at
Oh
her.
yeah, I mean, like, yeah, I mean, dude, and that's like a freeze frame moment, or that's fat just wiggle, like, dude.
I don't think so. Look at her arms. Look at her triceps. Look at that cut of her triceps. Here.
I don't know, dude. Dude, she looks like she's taking on Stallone and Over the Top, doesn't she?
You think they have any sex life still, Jay-Z and her?
I mean, like, it's, dude, I don't know, man. Possibly, maybe she's in the weird shit. Maybe he's in the weird
That's
shit.
the only way it's still alive, though, right? Is if they're one of them. Is in some
Dude,
weird
my
shit.
opinion is filth won the cultural war. And when you go
Oh, yeah.
on the you go around the country, these red states, it's just like, hey, dude, don't take our don't tax us, don't touch our guns, and let's swing. That's what I think. Yeah. So what
did
were
win.
we talking about there? Oh, Mahomes' girl.
Yeah.
My question to you, Johnny, is who took a bigger beating that night? The Houston Texans defense or that chick's pussy? Should I edit it better? Say it better? What took a bigger beating that day?
No, that's you fucking weirdo. Okay, probably Houston, because he's tired. He's coming back. You know, he played hard.
Dude, he's 24, bro.
Yeah, but okay.
He's getting weird.
All right, let's move on.
Next one.
Okay, here's the headline. I'm just gonna read it. Wife strangulates husband's penis with DIY chastity belt to stop him from cheating. And now I'm just gonna cut to what looks to be a blurred photo of whatever this fucking thing is.
Well, what are the sparks coming from?
I don't know.
Dude, I
think
never
it's trying
want
to
to see
take it off.
sparks near my dick ever.
I think they're trying to take it off. Okay, here we go. Doctors fought hard to salvage the genitals of a man who was forced to wear a makeshift chastity device for being unfaithful. You never want that sentence to be said. Doctors fought hard to save your genitals.
Yeah, well, on the other hand, it worked. It worked. He's not cheating with anybody anymore. Good for you.
Okay, you got to listen. Oh, this is so interesting. The cheating husband woke up in pain one morning to find his penis being, quote unquote, strangulated by a metal nut screwed on by his wife while he slept. It's like that scene in
Ukraine?
Goodfellas. That scene in Goodfellas where Ray Liotta's wife he wakes up and she's got that pistol over his face, you know?
Yeah.
Except the pistol's on his dick and he can't remove it.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Dude.
Oh my. Yeah, exactly.
He tried in vain.
Now, I know the Ukraine isn't Russia, but they're the same people, right? Would you say that?
Yeah, sure.
Dude, I love Russian people. I love the Russians. Russian women are fucking psychopaths.
Listen to this. He tried in vain to remove it himself before calling for an ambulance, which took him to a hospital. But even then, the chastity nut was too tough to crack for doctors. Somebody's being a smart ass.
Yeah.
So a specialist team of rescuers were brought in, specialist ball rescuers, dick rescuers. They used a circular saw to slice it into, putting the patient at risk by producing sparks.
This is 100% third world problems. Am I right? Like, this is, dude, why are they doing it? Like, what is the woman, what chick has welding skills like this?
Look at that photo, dude.
Dude, all that is a medieval cock ring, right? I mean, like, right? Right? I mean,
Well,
it's
imagine if
weird.
he had morning wood, dude. He woke up with that. Oh, that would hurt.
Oh, that would so hurt, dude. Look at it, dude. Look at that.
Look at this photo.
I mean, dude, does this look like the worst street magician ever?
I just woke up and there was this nut on my dick.
My nuts are gone. What is with the star? You should get that just for that starter jacket that you're wearing. Dude, they're still in the 80s. Look at that look.
That's such a,
Isn't that everybody in all,
I don't
every
know,
extra?
dude. I'm pretty
for
sure you have like a tracksuit like that somewhere. Look at the pants. He's got tracksuit
Yeah, but
pants.
I would never go collar up like that. Just know that, dude.
Yeah.
Just know. Anybody walking around with tracksuit collar up, dude, who told them to take that picture? Who's like, can we get a picture of it?
Friction caused the metal wrapped around his organ to heat up, forcing responders to cool it down by pouring water over it.
Okay, do you think this is all true? I mean,
Yeah,
the
sure. why not?
friction? What
Well,
friction?
no, the friction from the saw when they were trying
okay.
the sparks and stuff. It started to heat up, so they had to pour water on it to cool it down. What did you think? He was jerking off or something?
Dude, where did these doctors get the degree from? DeVry? I mean, dude, you never know who you're walking into, dude.
They put him under anesthesia.
Are they still together?
Hold on. Okay. Okay.
Oh, he's asking for a divorce?
Wait a minute. We often face similar incidents and are quite trained in removing rings, handcuffs, and other objects off people's bodies. In this case, we actually saved the man's penis. He will be able to become a father in the future.
Oh, go up, dude. This guy's in his 40s. Go up. What
Yeah.
did we just say about 47? Is this guy 47?
Yeah,
It's
at
probably
least.
miserable, right?
Yeah, he's he's 47.2 years old.
Yeah, for sure. He's miserable as shit. Look at that guy, dude. Doesn't that look like every guy that Liam Neeson would kill in a movie? Right?
Yeah.
Right. This guy looks like he kidnapped Liam Neeson's daughter,
Yeah.
and Liam Neeson just shanked his nuts.
Yeah, he's like the first guy to die. Though. He's not like the big boss. He's the guy that gets killed at the door when
Yeah.
Liam Neeson is breaking in.
Dude, this guy looks like he banged John Wick's girlfriend, and now he's paying the price.
Oh, that story just. Can you imagine that, dude? Waking up with a nut around your dick and unable to take it. How scary must that be?
But how crazy is this? Would we be laughing about this if it was like a guy put it around a girl's tits? Or we'd be like, dude, this is horror film.
Or like her vagina. Like,
yeah, wouldn't we be like, what the? But then again,
well, no, I think it's better because he's safe now. We know he's okay.
okay, he's alive and he's gonna be
Dude,
able to.
think about. Remember Lorena Bobbitt? She cut a dude's dick off, and that was hilarious. They were doing late night jokes for months on that, years on that.
Dude, go to the cat loving granddad with dementia gets robot pet for his.
These photos, dude. This is cruel, man. These photos are cruel. He looks like he's out of it.
Can't get a regular cat for him. You gotta get him robot cat.
But look at this photo. Is like this guy's got no clue where.
And
he
by
is,
the
man.
way, I love that he has a fucking computer right there. So he can
No, it's a book, dude. That's a book.
No, look what's next to him up top.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying.
So he can watch his Pornhub as he goes out while he's with his pussy, right? That's
Do you think he has any idea that's a fake cat?
Yeah, I mean, at this point, who cares?
Yeah, but I don't
Right?
think he knows. I don't think he knows.
Well, I mean, I don't think he's thinking anything because supposedly he's gone, right?
I guess
He's
it
not
just
with
says
us
he has
anymore.
cat-loving great granddad with dementia gets robot pet to calm him. And
Hold
his
on,
father.
great.
88 years old. So
that means he had
he
kids,
he started early,
grandkids,
and then
great grandkids,
And then more.
great grandkids.
there's a lot of early.
Where is
early
this
sex.
country?
Huh? This guy had Lewy body dementia.
Oh,
which
this is Canada. Yeah, they put out quick.
this guy had Lewy body dementia, which interestingly is what they thought Robin Williams had.
What is that?
It is caused by abnormal deposits of protein in the brain. So what is that?
Lady drawer is the word. Okay, don't even go in
Yeah,
there,
well, that's too much.
dude.
Dude, I was in Target.
dude.
Go ahead. What?
Look up. Keep going, but look up the tweet that I just sent you to. I remember. I'm so old. Hold on, this is so
Hold
great.
on,
You're
okay,
gonna
here
laugh
we go.
your ass off at this. This is the best.
Son was teething. He used to like to take the big fat rubber end of my vibrating toothbrush and put it in his mouth on. And he'd just kind of sit there like, oh yeah, that feels good. That hit the spot.
What the
My
fuck? Look
gums
at that
are-
guy. That guy's like, what are you doing? What is your problem, bitch? You're on live TV.
Play it again, and like she knows what she's doing, right? She
I don't
got
know,
to?
man. I don't know.
Or is she that like dumb?
When my son was teething, he used to like to take the big fat rubber end of my vibrating toothbrush and put it in his mouth on. And he'd just kind of sit there
Look
like,
at her co-host.
oh yeah, that feels good. That hit the spot. My gums are
Dude, is that all we get? We don't get like his reaction to her. I want to know what.
Yeah,
said
me
after
too. I
this.
hate that when they cut videos off and you don't get to see what happens after.
What was worse, that one or when the white chick to her black co-host is like,
Oh.
"Hey, you look like the."
The gorilla. Yeah. Well, the gorilla one was worse because she's not gonna have to do like a real apology for this. She can just be like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I was." The gorilla thing. That woman had to come in
And she
hard.
first she did this. First she did this, right? She's like, yeah, and then they was doing this, right? And for no reason.
I gotta say, I'm a little bit turned on by it too, like
Johnny,
because she's
you get
hot.
turned on easy. Let's hear it again.
when my son was teething, he used
What
to
is
like
that?
to
Stop.
take the big fat
What
rubber
is
end
that?
of my vibrating toothbrush.
Why is she doing that
Yeah.
move?
When was that ever the hand signal for teething? Never.
My son was teething.
What
he
is
used
that?
to like
Stop.
to take the big
That seems like she's like
when,
Chinese
when my
stocking
son
to-
was teething, like what the fuck?
Why would you do that?
No, I don't know, man.
Well, that's so funny.
I don't think it's on purpose though, because she's not. You mean this is the kind of thing? If you do it on purpose, you lose your job, right?
Go on. Go on.
fat rubber end of my vibrating toothbrush and put it in his mouth on.
Stop.
And he'd
Stop.
just kind of sit there.
Stop.
Also, is there any chance this is actually a vibrating toothbrush?
And is there any chance this is not Canadian? Listen to that.
Yeah, oh yeah, she's
I'll put it
Canadian
in my
for sure.
mouth.
Yeah, for sure. Or like Minnesota.
Oh,
maybe.
yeah. That feels good. That hits the spot. My gums are itchy.
All right, one more time. I like this.
When my son was teething, he used to like to take the big fat rubber end of my vibrating toothbrush and put it in his mouth on.
Look at her
And
go
he'd
up.
just kind of sit
Look at
there
his
like,
face.
Oh, yeah. That feels good. That hit the spot. My gums are itchy.
Oh, dude, this is the thing about Canadians. They're the best. Even the most conservative Canadian is like a super liberal American.
Yeah.
Like, dude, Josh Wolf was just tweeting about this that I've talked about before. Dude, their malls have like ice rinks, gun ranges, adult bookstores. Imagine going to a mall in the United States with an adult bookstore
Yeah, you're not.
selling pornos. Who still sells pornos?
Nobody.
Imagine you can go get like some Reeboks and then get a butt plug in the same place. That's how cool Canada is.
Yeah, Canada's great.
Dude,
I love Canada.
dude, Canadian women are the best. They're just the best. They're so, you see them, they have such like innocence in their eyes. They just really are just like innocent people. Like, like you can be Canadian. Canadian happens because you live next door to like King Kong,
What?
right?
Oh,
Like,
we're King Kong. Okay.
Canada doesn't need a military.
Yeah.
They don't. Like, if anyone attacks them, we're gonna fuck them up.
Well, like this Iranian thing with the plane with all the Canadians on it crashing. That's the biggest thing that's happened to them in
Yeah.
years now. Yeah.
Right.
And Justin Trudeau's on TV like, oh yeah, it could have been an accident. Can you imagine Trump being like, yeah,
Dude, is there? I would like to meet a politician who did blackface that turned out to be a cool guy. Because right now they're all assholes, right? Am I right? I mean, like they're all assholes.
yeah, okay.
Trudeau, the governor from Virginia. I mean, like, okay, you made a mistake, right? Now do you have to compound it by being an asshole? Oh, dude, I've seen this.
Okay, so this is a new story. We're gonna do some rapid fire here. We're
All right,
gonna
let's
just
rapid
blast
fire it.
through a few. This is from the Washington Post, and there is compelling new evidence that your cat might eat your corpse if you die. Left alone, a human corpse will soon be feasted upon by maggots, and also, depending on the circumstances, by your cat.
You don't. Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
it's like Nick Swartzen says, cats are faggots, right?
I think that's the perfect way to end on that one. Okay, here we go. This headline is from the Sun. Terrified residents flee homes as crazed gang of 400 monkeys raid a village in India.
It's eventually gonna happen, dude.
What? This just happens everywhere eventually?
Dude,
It's
the
like Planet of the
animals are gonna be tired of our shit eventually. They really are.
An Indian village has been terrorized by a marauding troop of monkeys as residents flee the area. Around 20 families, sick of being assaulted and having their fields and homes raided by the opportunistic macaques, have fled the village.
Can you see if you can own guns in India? Are you allowed to own guns?
Okay, let's find out. I'm
Yeah.
guessing no. By
I'm
the story.
guessing no
Yeah.
too, and that's another argument for the Second Amendment right there. Do you want to get attacked? Do you want to get
Attacked by macaques.
by macaques?
Indian law allows citizens to own and carry guns, but
Wow.
it is not a right in the Constitution. Getting a gun license in India is a difficult task and can take years.
Yeah.
So there
there
you
you go.
Yeah.
Guess what? You don't get to get guns.
You get run.
attacked by monkeys.
No guns, you get run out of your town by
Yeah,
macaques.
I wonder. I put some mongs up against some monkeys.
Amongs. Okay, here we go. This one is funny for one reason to me. Rapper Akon kicks off construction for world's first crypto city. In Senegal, he's going to have a city that's based on crypto and blockchain. Here's the thing that's funny for me, though. Do you know what the city's called? I think you do. What's it called?
It's called Akon City.
He named it after himself, yeah.
Well, you know, this is a big, what we talked about in tinfoil hat. Bellum, what's it called? One road, one belt,
Oh,
or
yeah.
whatever.
One Belt and Road or whatever, yeah.
Yeah.
One belt,
This
one
is
road.
like China is like loaning him all this money to build all these cities. But they're going to ask for that money back. They've even said it. Most of the time America gives you aid, they don't want the money back. Right?
True. Yeah. But that's not the case. We did a whole episode about it.
Yeah. And they're like, the Chinese like, no, we're going to ask for our money back.
Yeah. And often they don't, China often also doesn't want their money back. They just own the shit.
Yeah.
That's like the bank doing foreclosing on your house. They just own it. Yeah.
For sure.
They do 100%. That with ports and
100%.
stuff like they own all these ports in like India now.
Johnny, I want to talk to you for a second about my theory on how everybody's going nuts on the military-industrial complex.
Okay.
And how Trump keeps jacking up the military budget. To me, it's like, it's not real money.
What do you mean?
This budget that they keep banging out.
You mean because it's debt?
It's just not real money. It's not real. It's like Fed-made monopoly money. So they can keep jacking it up. They keep borrowing from China.
But the shit they buy is real. That's the thing to me. All the weapons they buy go into pockets of contractors and defense companies.
That's a great thing. We talked about that in Tinfoil Hat, about how these banks loan out fake money to build a building or a house, and when they can't pay their loan, they take back a real asset.
Yeah.
That's basically what we're... But at the end of the day, it's all fake money. It's not meaning like, yeah, the weapons are real.
Well, are you saying you don't care about the defense budget, though?
I'm just saying, like, it's not real money. It's just not.
Yeah, but that's true about that's the same argument that people make to say the national debt doesn't matter.
It doesn't. In a weird way, dude. Like, let's say this, dude. Like, in a weird way, right?
But
let's say we went to war to China, right?
Yeah.
We go to war with China.
Yeah, and they call in all their debts.
And we're like, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Like, what now?
Then we have a war. Yeah.
Yeah, come get it. Come get some. Dude, I'm telling you this, dude. I love the Chinese, man. I've been to China. The Chinese are wonderful hosts. We would fuck them up.
Yeah, we'd get hurt too, though, don't you think?
Yeah. But we would win.
Yeah, but let's not do that.
No, I don't want to. I'm anti-war across the board, but
me too.
They can't think outside the box. Their system is
Asians can't?
No, Chinese.
Just Chinese.
The system is yeah, dude.
The Chinese can't think outside the box. Sam Tripoli, 2020.
Yeah. You can put that in quote. That's why they're jacking all of our shit.
Another fun story here. Headline. This is also from the Washington Post. A tweet gave a journalist a seizure. His case, it's in the courts now, brings new meaning to the idea of online assault. Listen to this, dude.
Punch everybody
this is so
involved with this.
Listen to this. Okay. Kurt Eichenwald sat down to his desk in his Dallas home and logged on to Twitter. The prominent journalist and author was used to internet invective, especially
What is that?
Invective is like nasty talk, like vitriol, negative comments.
Yeah.
Especially then in the weeks after he posted a particularly inflammatory tweet about President Donald Trump. He had more than 170 notifications when he signed on. And then it says, but he didn't make it past the first notification. It was a GIF that strobed violently across the computer screen, flashing red, yellow, and blue geometric patterns with the words, "You deserve a seizure for your posts." And he had a seizure within seconds. He has epilepsy, and it gave him a seizure. He would have died, he says, if his wife hadn't walked into the study and found him.
Dude, I mean...
Maybe he does. Maybe he doesn't get to use Twitter is my first thought.
Get off fucking Twitter.
Yeah. If looking at an image...
I mean, dude, I've seen my father has epilepsy. I've seen a million seizures.
Yeah.
You know?
You don't get to do some things if you have that, right? You don't get to go on rides.
Like, first of all, why is there a GIF or whatever it's called that could cause that? Like, how's that get through? And two, what kind of twat are you that you could have a seizure from a GIF? I'm sorry, dude. It's weird. And this comes from a guy who has a dad who has epilepsy. Am I too mean on this? Maybe I got to bring it in a little bit.
I think you're the right level of mean. I like that story.
Okay,
I'm going to leave that in.
No, okay. Take that out.
That's a good story. I want to leave it in.
Okay.
That's a good story. Okay, here we go. This is my favorite headline of the day, possibly. Here we go. Sex robot rental service says its dolls are cleaner than any person. Former oil workers Randy and Connor clubbed together and started a delivery service that has doubled in size in 3 months.
Hey,
it's
dude,
a sex doll delivery
I'm
service.
telling you chicks, keep it up. We're going to replace you. That's all I got to
A
say.
sex doll delivery
We're
service
going to replace you.
rents incredibly lifelike companions by the hour. Sex dolls rented by the hour.
Do you got to wear a condom? Do they make you wear a condom?
Natural dolls spelled. Look at how they spell that. Natrl.
Yeah,
that's annoying.
Because
That's annoying.
somebody has natural dolls.
That's annoying. So the business was founded by two friends who had who were made redundant from their jobs. They got fired from oil and gas industry. And
How nice is that? We've come up with a word for getting canned. Redundant.
I think it's an English thing. And they used their severance pay to buy an initial stock of 8 sex dolls and some anonymous-looking flight cases to transport them around. Look at this one. Holy shit.
Johnny, you need to get out more. You're getting fucking turned on by hard nippled like doll over here, dude. I mean, it's like, come on,
Dude,
man.
you spend-
they even dude.
Camel toe.
Why is camel toe is a look now? Instagram has made camel toe a look. There's chicks just wedging their vajayjays now. So you got you remember back in the day when someone had camel toe, they couldn't show their face for 3 months?
In like gym class or whatever?
Yeah, that was your new name, Camel Toe Johnson. You remember that?
Yeah, it's awful.
Now
Yeah.
these people are like, dude, send me, if I get $30, I'll send you the underwear from this camel toe.
Next one. Mexico City subway says pee caused escalator breakdowns.
Hey, dude, you know what, man? I'm guaranteeing you they didn't have bathrooms and you got pee somewhere. And let me tell you something about Mexico, dude. Mexico won't have public bathrooms, so you have to pee somewhere in public, and then they jack you. Okay.
Why on the escalator, though? Listen to this. Travelers on the Mexico City subway system often blame authorities for broken down escalators at subway stops. But metro officials have another explanation. Vast amounts of pee.
Like, dude, why don't you just have somebody to fucking be there to make sure nobody pees?
Somehow urine is penetrating and corroding the drive wheels and mechanisms of the escalators that carry riders from the underground stations. In a list published Tuesday, the metro system listed corrosion due to urine as one of the top 5 causes for escalator breakdowns.
Is urine corrosive?
I guess so. Shit. To escalators, anyway. The feds have aptly nicknamed a man seen robbing 3 North Carolina banks as the Bad Wig Bandit. Here's one photo.
Okay, that's like every chick on Santa Monica Boulevard right there.
Yeah, you're so right.
Right?
You're so right.
I feel so bad for them.
I'm getting so many cat calls from these.
Oh, they
trans-
like you,
Yeah,
Johnny. You're
they
like
really
white
do.
boy ass.
Look at these
this.
others.
Look at this. The Bad Wig. By the way, should it be called a wig or a weave? Can we say bad weave?
I don't know. It depends on how it's attached. I think that's a technical distinction that you would have to.
Oh, my God.
You'd have to ask.
I love this. They don't know the age of this Bad Wig Bandit. Could be 20, 30, could be 50. You don't know. Black don't crack. Black don't crack. You don't know the
That's
age.
true. Yeah. Okay. Couple more real quick. Man asks judges leave for sword battle with ex-wife and his lawyer. A Kansas man is asking an Iowa judge to let him engage in a sword fight with his ex-wife and her attorney so that he can rend their souls from their bodies.
Hey, at least he asked, right? I
Okay.
mean, like, dude. I mean, like that. I like, dude. I mean, you're like, I'm not gonna do it. Oh, he wants to do it legally.
Yeah.
Legal. I'm sure it's just frustrating, dude. It's just frustrating,
I
man.
think you got it. Okay. Christmas Crystal. Man charged with mailing meth to inmate. A man sent some illegal holiday cheer to a woman in jail, and he ended up getting himself arrested, according to Georgia officials. News outlets report 40-year-old Timothy Lee Snow sent the woman a Christmas card filled with drugs, crystal meth.
I love that. Like, you know, he just thought, like, oh, I'll just make it Christmassy, and no one will look.
There you go.
You gotta put it in your fucking prison
All right,
purse,
this might-
dude.
this- you
That's
guys-
your butthole.
This might actually be my favorite story.
Speaking of prison purses, go on.
Amazon package had dirty diapers in it, family says. A New Jersey family says they received used diapers from Amazon's delivery service.
Of course, dude. These guys, this guy's paying nothing. Nothing.
So it's okay for them to...
Yeah, that's how you rage against the machine, dude. You send your baby shit diapers and to make Amazon look bad. That's called revolting, dude. That's called rage against the machine.
I think probably what happened is somebody returned diapers, and they were like, "Oh, these haven't been used," and put them
Fuck
back
it,
on the
let's send it
shelf.
back, yeah.
Yeah, and then
Why are you getting your diapers from Amazon?
They're probably cheaper. Florida woman accused of throwing human feces at landlord.
Yeah, it's Florida, dude. This probably happens all the
She
time.
tossed a bucket of human feces, a bucket.
Oh, that means she was fucking waiting and planning, dude. This was her Kill Bill right here.
Oh, I like the second part of this lead. And somehow ended up with dried excrement smeared all over her own face.
Well, I mean, obviously she was having a moment right there.
She took poop and she rubbed it on my face.
I don't
know. The landlord
man.
told a deputy.
There's a lot of crystal meth themes in this episode today. Gotta be honest with you. So, go back to that.
Okay, so I thought you would like this one. Police, and then we'll look at this mugshot, which is amazing. Police. Psychic said girl was possessed, scammed mom out of $70,000. Check out this psychic, though.
Yeah. I mean, like, dude, psychics, like, people don't live in LA. They just gotta understand that all these motherfuckers are shady, dude.
Her name is Tracy Milanovich.
Yeah.
And she's the owner of Tracy's Psychic Palm Reader of Somerset, Massachusetts.
So, I mean, like, dude, it's really weird. Like, how'd she get the 70 grand?
Okay, here we go. A woman claiming to be a psychic stole more than $70,000 by telling a woman her 10-year-old daughter was possessed by a demon and she needed money to banish the spirit.
Okay, so here's the thing. She didn't put a gun to her head. She didn't, like, do some kind of credit card fraud. Like, why is she getting arrested?
Here's the legal term for what she's being arrested. She's charged with obtaining property by trick.
Like, by trick?
Yeah, by trick, yeah.
Like, what does that mean?
I don't know. Yeah.
I think that's just, the law's stupid to protect stupid. I'm sorry. It's like, dude, it's like, do you ever watch that doc on Scientology?
The Prison of Belief, yeah. It's
Like,
amazing.
and you just watch these people like, you're idiots. Like, why?
That
at what
same
point
guy-
do you go? At
No,
what point do you
I'm
go? Okay, dude, you're an idiot. I'm out of here.
Well, you know what they say, though, is interesting. They don't tell you all that crazy shit until you are already like hundreds of thousands of dollars deep into this shit.
Yeah.
So then you're like, well, fuck,
dude,
man.
the minute somebody asks me for $1 for anything spiritual, I'm out.
Yeah. It's
Isn't
really
one of the
fascinating.
guys that was criticizing the Scientology now up for, like, isn't he getting accused of, like, sexual assault or something? And that's the whole thing, dude.
They're probably busting him on
Yeah,
that. Right?
they're probably going after him, dude. I'm so glad I'm honest about all my shit.
Well, you know what the Scientologists do, man. They find out you're making a documentary about them, they start making a documentary about you.
I love it,
and they
dude.
put it out for free on YouTube.
I love it, dude. That's
Like if they found out Sam Tripoli was making a Scientology documentary, they'd make a documentary called Sam Tripoli, What an Asshole. And then it would just be,
it'd be like
interviews.
Sam Tripoli. New
interviews
hours, way too gay.
be interviews with all your ex-girlfriends, you know,
Yeah.
just like, he's a real piece of shit.
His dick pics are angled so it looks big.
They don't care. They're like gangsters. Okay.
Yeah.
You gotta talk us out of this, man.
Well, hey, man, this is the first one. So you guys got to understand, it's going to be a process. It's going to be fun. I love this. Johnny and I are going to figure it out. So, yeah, we're going to do these. We're going to set up an email for you guys so they can send their stories. If
Yeah.
you see a crazy story, you want us to talk about it, send it to us. We're going to do it. I'm going to try to tell some more personal stories from my life as we go. We're going to figure out the pacing on this. But I love it. I want to do this because I want to, Punch Drunk is very niched, and I love it. And even though it's blowing up, tinfoil hat's also kind of niched. I kind of want to do something for the masses, you know?
Yeah, and it's also just kind of a fun break from that. The conspiracy stuff can get heavy, you know?
Yeah, it can be heavy. All right, Johnny, this has been great. So this was the inaugural episode number 1 of
Yes.
Broken Simulation. So, guys, thank you so much. This will be fun. We're going to do this every Thursday, or we'll figure out a day to do it, and we'll rock it. You guys are the best. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Sam Tripoli. That's Johnny Woodard. Take care and love each other.
Look, there's mass.